right now is Okwudili Egwu, who is the Vice President at Carry Assets Management. Hello, Okwudili, and good to have you on the show. Where have you been? It's been a long time.
Hi, Chief, I've been around.
I said, hi, Chief, I've been around. But we've not seen physically, though we've been speaking. The last time we saw... That was last year. It's almost a year now. In fact, it's more than a year. Yes.
We met in June.
June, okay. When you came to my office?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, okay. But June is still a long time ago.
And during the funerals.
Okay, yes. But that's still a long time. It's like 3 months. Anyway, let's get into business. Okwudili, what is happening with Una Market too? Because you're a player, at least your asset management firm, you're also a broker and you do all of this. What's happening with our market now? Our market, what's happening? It's actually on steroids. What type of thing is it taking? Do you understand? 70,000, first time in history. Though it went down yesterday, but at least it's within that 70,000 mark. And the year-to-date return at 36%, almost 38, okay, because it's actually also trading this morning, which is more than inflation. So you are even getting positive returns there. Speak to me about it briefly.
Well, we have always said that the market is a barometer. You know, it reflects.
Which kind barometer?
It is a barometer.
Let's not enter that debate, but let me just leave you to slide.
It reflects the macro policies, macro indicators, and policy actions of government. You know, when this administration started, it was at 52,000. And policy pronouncements of the government seems to have provided enough fuel for the market.
So you're saying that the market is responding to the policy pronouncement of this administration?
Sure. I think, and I told someone, that those who are rich and those who are smart and knowledgeable will benefit from this administration.
Why?
The simple reason is that from all indications, this government will be more pro-market than what we have had. And look at the key players or the key lieutenants we have in the administrations. They are capital market or market persons. The CBN governor is a market person. The Minister of Finance is a market person. So they will go and project policies that will seem to deepen the market. And that we're beginning to see. We're beginning to hear things about asset securitization of cash flows from the LNG and all that. So these are bringing to bear the technicalities in helping deepening the market. So those who are market aware will be well positioned to benefit.
So how do you position yourself if you haven't at all? And let it not be like 2008. You understand what I mean? What will make this rally different from 2008 when a lot of people went into margin lending and borrowing to invest in the stock market? I hope you understand what I'm saying.
I do very well, very well.
How do you well position yourself now?
Between 2006 and 2008 was an all-commerce affair that was driven largely by greed and ignorance.
But one of the factors that drive the market is also greed now. Yes, greed, fear, those are part of the things that drive the market globally.
I think more this time around we have more discerning, more knowledgeable investors than we had in the past. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry was playing in the market. Whether you understood financials, whether you understood fundamentals or whatever, everybody just believed that it was a color. Bring in money, tomorrow you get 100%. The market doesn't work that way. Now, even with the 70,000 mark you have seen, it's not all sectors that are benefiting.
Yes, I was coming to that.
Now, it's sectors that are benefiting from the policy actions that we are seeing driving what we are seeing in the market.
Now, which sectors are those? Because you are right to say that the 36 or 38% year-to-date return we've seen, there are some sectors that are doing below that. There are some sectors that are also doing above that. So speak to me about that.
Okay, now there was FX devaluation. What that FX devaluation translated to was automatically, without doing anything, the bank balance sheet was enhanced greatly by virtue of the revaluation. Before the revaluation, all their dollar assets were valued at 460. Upon that devaluation and the FX liberalization, it means that assets they had valued at 460 will automatically be valued overnight at 760. That has led to a huge jump in their profitability. Today, the GBA is the most profitable bank, and it is being fueled by exchange rate gains.
So the profits we are seeing that the banks are making now, especially now, a lot of them have started, of course, companies quoted have started releasing their 9 months earnings. And
most of the 9 months earnings are out.
So that means for the banks, we're seeing it fueled by foreign exchange gains.
Largely.
Okay. Now, doesn't it give us that...
But at the same time,
okay.
most of the manufacturing sectors
Yeah.
are badly hit by the FX
yes,
valuations
exactly.
because they have had outstanding obligations for LC. They have opened that have not settled out, and for foreign loans they have carried. Now, most of them are now have to pay a lot in exchange rate losses.
Yeah, just like I was speaking with the manufacturers earlier.
So you can see
yes.
hitherto darling of the market, and Nestle, now having a negative
shareholders fund
because of the exchange rate loss is applying to almost all the manufacturing concerns who have to import raw materials, spare parts, and have to now pay or provide cash cover for their LCs at current market rates.
Now, let's talk about the Central Bank of Nigeria. I guess you would have seen the news yesterday that they've started clearing a backlog of FX. What do you think? Of course, it's good news.
Positive news.
Yeah,
Positive news.
So what do you think would happen to the Naira moving forward? Because at least in the last 3 days or so, or in the last few days, in fact, since the announcement came, we've seen that the Naira has been adjusting. But what is your outlook for the Naira moving forward, especially from now to the end of the month, if the Apex Bank continues in this journey?
Well, it will be difficult for me to speculate what the Naira will settle at. But we have seen JP Morgan saying 850. We have also seen Taiwo Oyedele saying 650 by the year end. So a lot of people are speculating. But what we need to...
But Taiwo is also being criticized. That why should he be speaking on FX? But that will be a discussion I will have with him.
Okay. So,
anytime he comes on air, because people are saying, the president got you for tax and fiscal reforms, you are not an authority that we should listen to on FX. But that's a different ball game.
If the CBN can sustain clearing of all FX obligations, that will instill confidence.
Okay.
That will instill confidence. You know, with the foreign portfolio investors are out because nobody wants to get strapped investing in Naira assets because you can't easily exit when you want to. So if they continue with clearing FX obligations, the portfolio investors will be attracted and they will start looking at towards Nigeria again. Maybe we'll get introduced into the various indexes that have not cost off. So it is very positive for the market and it will help with the asset pricing. So, of course, that policy pronouncement alone is already affecting the FX market. As of today, I was asking for quotes and nobody was able to give me quotes because nobody was sure it has become volatile and things were going further than it was. So it's difficult to speculate, but the major issue affecting our FX is not just the CBN clearing FX backlogs. Would they have the firepower to sustain it? Are they depending on the 10 billion that is coming? How long would that be sustained? The key issue is to address FX supply. FX supply,
which is not also the job of the Apex Bank because we don't print dollars. So that is part of the discussion we're having earlier in terms of making Nigeria manufacturing or industrialized.
All issues that can help with supply is where we should be hammering on.
But that's actually a mid to long-term stuff too.
Attracting the FBIs is one way of addressing supply. They can come in and then provide some short-term buffers for you.
Okay. Just before we go, we have a few seconds. What is your forecast for the end of the year, especially for the market? Last year, we were in the positive, I think over 40%, if I'm not mistaken. Now we are hitting about 37, 38%. What do you think?
Markets will be very bullish. Markets will be continue on this trajectory to the end of the year. Because we've seen three-quarter results, and a lot of people are already positioning for fantastic dividend payouts. Okay.
Okwudili, I will have you again. I'll have you again so that we'll talk about this. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
I've been speaking with Okwudili Egwu, who is the Vice President at Carry Asset Management, and we've been looking at the historic highs for the broad index of the market. That's the show today and, of course, this week. Thank you all for your company. I'll see you all again on Monday, God willing, on this channel. Be the best you can be and be the change that you want to see. I am Nancy Nachi. Bye now.